Sufis.
This is
This
on
guy's
video too.
crazy.
Allahu Akbar. This is on video.
This guy's crazy. Look at this. He's about to kill him
Subhanallah.
now.
Subhanallah. Allahu Akbar. Look at this. Wow. He just blew on him?
Boom. Boom.
He blew on him? Wow.
Boom.
Wait, is that just like the miracle by Pope Kyrillos himself? Who apparently, their Pope, he sat down next to a patient and his illness went away. Allahu Akbar. Just by sitting down next to him. There's a whole website that I have, guys, that has the miracles of their Pope. Do you know that one of them was flying?
No way.
Do you know that?
Have
Do you know
you
that one
have
of
you
them was
have you
supposedly
seen the
flying?
Sufi video of the swords that they use, and they put it in their mouth and or like their stomach and they're still alive? Like if they actually they put the sword in their stomach and like they're perfectly fine. Are they like? Have you
Supposedly.
seen? They should like this is from God, right? They should actually like the Christians should believe these people like the Sufis should be their gods.
Oh,
Boom. Oh my God. This is the real
wow,
apparition.
wow, wow,
This is the real apparition right here.
wow.
Allahu
She
Akbar.
walks better than me when I take too long sitting on the toilet. And she hasn't walked for
Allah.
how long?
I'm more convinced by the Sufis. I'm not gonna lie, because
Yeah.
when I read this stuff, I've read the bishop Gregorius, whatever his name is. His book is in Arabic, by the way. His book is in Arabic, and when he wrote the book, it was still before it was confirmed. He was still writing as if it wasn't even confirmed yet, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It still wasn't confirmed yet, because in the beginning of the book, there's about 16 to 17 questions that was asked to him, and he answered all these questions. They were like, oh, how, basically the type of stuff like, oh, how many people were there?
Oh my, check
How do you know it's a miracle? These type of things.
Let's go.
And the bishop was answering all of them, and they were poorly answered, which we'll expose that as well. We'll show the answers to that.
Check this
Till
book.
now, we're waiting. Like the witness over here, supposedly he had a miracle, right? And he's one of them, the guys who took a photo. He's just chilling. He's like, damn, man, we fooled all these guys. Look at them. We fooled all these guys. He's devious. We fooled all these guys. We fooled all of them. But there's that book. There's the one by Pearl Zaki. If you guys actually read it yourselves, by Pearl Zaki, the one from Cynthia Nelson, the one by Bishop Gregorius, what else? Francis Johnston. If you read all of these, you will see there are the same eyewitness accounts, but they differ slightly. For example, were there two Muslims? Or was there one Muslim and one Christian mechanic? Some say two workers. Some say there were two Muslims. If you can't even get that right, how can we even trust you?
Omar,
When they claim that there was an interview, and with this interview, they have all these witnesses. Let's say, by the way, they had 43. There was a 43 questionnaire. So they're already, picking the questions that they want to ask them. So they interviewed these people. They said that it was very easy to find people to interview. They found them from the United States, people who apparently moved from Egypt to the United States. And this was even after the fact. Any of these interviews after the fact, like years after, why are we going to take these as reliable? Why should I? That's why in Islam we have jarh wa ta'dil. They claim that it's tawatur to the point that you can't deny it. You know what? Let's grant that the tawatur was that the people panicked and they saw something, they saw a light, sure. But it's not tawatur that they saw Mary. You cannot make that claim. That's a big jump. To say that it's mutawatir, that they all saw Mary, that's a big jump. That's a big jump. To the point that it can't be denied. That's a very big jump. And the problem is, you have no way whatsoever of tracking. What's it called? Coptic. You requested. Come back up. You have no way of tracking how they conducted these interviews,
Omar,
how the investigation was done, and all of this. Yeah.
check Discord.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm about to shut it. If that's what it is. I'm not. We're not gonna give a bunch of arguments to these guys. We're gonna open the live tomorrow.
Part 2 tomorrow? Or the day
Yep,
after?
we're gonna have part 2 tomorrow, guys, and then we're gonna have part 3.
Tomorrow
And if
is-
none of them muster the courage up to get on and defend this nonsense, then you can just assume that they know themselves. There's a reason why they say, debate Daddy Travis. Debate my Daddy Travis. Do you guys know it's gotten to the point on YouTube comments, and on the Christian Cope's YouTube comments, people are going to his comment section and saying, you guys are scared of Dr. Travis? Dude, what? They're literally throwing it in the YouTube comments
Wait,
now.
Omar.
They're saying, you guys are
Omar,
scared of my
listen.
daddy.
Listen, okay? So the names, the people who saw it, all the Muslims, I don't know if you know this, this is like the most basic fact, right? There were 3 Muslims. I'll name them all right now, okay? First one, you got Muhammad Farouk Atwa. Second, you got Hussein Ali. Third, you got the other...
Wait, yo, Coptic, 1 second. Yo, Umar, look. Let's like have this
And
discussion, inshallah,
Yaqud
tomorrow.
Ali and Hussein Muhammad. Those are the 3 names you're asking the whole time.
Cool. Okay, Coptic, I don't got long. I want you to come tomorrow and bring all your best arguments. But before we do that, let me show
To be
you.
honest with you, the whole time I've been listening to you, all the arguments are so trash. Even laymen like me with
We haven't given any like strong arguments. But
We
like,
haven't started. But Coptic, this is one of the photos that was taken. Is this reliable?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Allah.
That's ChatGPT, boy.
This one.
That's ChatGPT. That is ChatGPT, you idiot. That's ChatGPT. Is reliable? Is it reliable?
Let's speak tomorrow.
Is it reliable? Yes or no?
This photo, I've never seen it, to be honest.
You said it's reliable. This is ChatGPT. Come back tomorrow and bring all your arguments, and we're gonna bake you. All right.
GG's, bro. GG's.
Well, like I knew you were gonna get him with that as well. It's hilarious.
Oh man. He gave up. He's like, I'll come back tomorrow.
What do you talk about?
You said it's reliable. Shut up. You said it's reliable.
I'm saying yes in the sense of I'm listening. I knew that wasn't.
He said he was listening the whole time, but we actually already showed that picture and we said it wasn't reliable. Yeah, now he's saying that he was listening the whole time. If I said reliable, clip it. Dude, you said it's reliable. What do you say? You said yes. You literally said yes. We hear you. Do you see how the Coptics lie, guys? He's lying about his own he's lying about his own statements.
Look, inshallah, if they like muster up the courage to come up tomorrow, we're gonna show how these individuals or bishops are kaddabian, how they just like do straight tadlis in order to affirm these apparitions. But again, it's very telling. Again, we've been live for almost 2 hours. Not a single one of these purporting this supposed miracle is coming up to defend it. We're gonna go live for the next, inshallah, 2 nights. And because clearly they're hoping we're going to give all of the arguments to them today so that they can look for a response. Let them come up and defend it.
They're going to come up and defend it. Yeah, we're going to give them.
And the thing is, like, it should be very telling for all of the Muslims as well, the fact that they don't want to come up and defend it as well.
You guys see this? This is the photo that they use in their profile picture. They love it. They love it so much. Do you guys know that this is an enhanced photo?
Symbolic.
This is the supposed original, guys. This is the supposed original. They want me to believe this is Mary? You guys want me to believe this is Mary? Are you out of your mind? And on top of it, I want to see if they can respond to it. If they can actually date this back to the newspapers as the other quote-unquote photo. I want to ask you a question because you're going to come tomorrow. I want you to come tomorrow and bring your best arguments. Take some time to study your best arguments and bring them tomorrow because I'm going to end it right now. But before I end it, I want to ask you a question. Is it sufficient for the Pope to say it's a true apparition for there to be mass attestation?
About the Holy Synod, you don't know anything about Pope Carlos. Pope Carlos himself said, I don't want to see the apparition because I speak to her every day. You clearly don't know anything about apparitions.
Can you answer my question? Is it sufficient
I
for
knew it
the
was
Pope?
ChatGPT. That's why I said yes, message of listen. And then I said to you, no, it's not.
Yusuf, is it sufficient? Yusuf, just answer the question. Is it sufficient for the Pope to claim it's a real apparition, or is it sufficient for the crowd to claim that it's a real apparition? Exactly. They claim that it's irrefutable, yet are all scared to come. And I'll tell you what, they are hiding behind women. They are hiding behind women.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Well, look, the first guest, right, that we wanted, look, the first guest we wanted on this live was Rumi, since he's the main one purporting it. And then he said we want to discuss on a private Discord. When we accepted or granted this, like he said, yeah, I'm not going to respond or join the Discord anymore. SubhanAllah.
He did the same thing to me, by the way. And he ran away and blocked me after.
And the cope was go debate Dr. what's it called, Travis.
Go debate Daddy Travis.
He said go debate Malik for me. He said literally go debate. He literally just keeps saying different names. Go debate this, go debate that.
Yep, go debate Daddy Travis. Okay, go debate Libiano. All of your quote-unquote scholars are running from him on Daniel 2 and 7. And if it's the case that they won't debate him, then therefore that must mean that the Prophet Muhammad is in Daniel 2 and 7. That's your guys' logic. That's literally your guys' logic. That's your reasoning right there. Coptic, the question is it sufficient for the Pope to affirm that it's a real apparition, or is it sufficient for the crowd, for there to be mass attestation? What is it?
The Holy Synod has declared that it's authentic. That's all. That's all it is. It doesn't matter if there's a crowd. In Egypt every day they say, oh, Saint Mary appeared, but she didn't appear.
Oh right? My God. So there could be a million people saying that she appeared, and if the Pope doesn't affirm it, then it's false?
Not a million people. You could say around 4,000 or 5,000 saying Saint Mary appeared and she didn't appear. You could say that.
Wait. Because so hold on. So if
we have
Wallahi, bro, come tomorrow. Okay, so all of the supposed individual and mass attestation, that's not a sufficient condition. What is sufficient is merely if the Pope affirms it. Because even if all of the people attest to it to you, that's not enough, right?
If the Holy Synod affirms it, then it's true. If the Holy Synod doesn't affirm it, then it's not true. Every Christian would agree. Every Coptic would agree.
Okay, Coptic. If there's a million...
Listen, I'm not going to finish. Let me finish.
I understand if they affirm it, it's true. If there's a million...
Let me finish.
Okay, finish.
In Egypt, so many times, Copts say, oh, Saint Mary appeared, and she didn't appear. Do you know why they do this? Because God is with so much that anything to them is a God intervention, a divine intervention. For example, when you have in 2000, let me finish. When
by the way, Omar, didn't I say that? Did I say that?
Let me finish.
And that's not blown.
Let me finish.
Before you finish, I want you to address the point. You said, so long as the Pope affirms it. Okay, so then the question is, if there's a million Copts claiming that they saw the apparition, is that reliable if the Pope doesn't accept it, or is it not reliable?
If the Holy Synod doesn't accept it, then no, it's not reliable.
So there could be a million people claiming it, and that's not sufficient. The eyewitnesses are not sufficient.
I said if the Holy Synod doesn't accept it as authentic, then it's not.
So the eyewitnesses, so the mass attestation is not sufficient. Agreed?
Even if everyone says happened, and the Holy Synod says no, it didn't happen, then it didn't happen.
Ain't no way!
Allah. Yeah, bro. This era is about to get wrapped up very quickly. It's gonna get wrapped up very quickly, wallahi. Come tomorrow, inshallah. And
come
then,
tomorrow,
bring every single one of your evidence.
The reason why I'm saying come tomorrow, like around the same time, Yeah,
Omar,
listen.
Omar, let me say something.
Okay,
Just one
okay,
thing.
go ahead.
Before you leave, one thing. So in 2019, when Saint Mary, the Holy Theotokos Mother of God, appeared in a church in Egypt, and the disabled man started walking again, right? Was that authentic? Yes, it was, because the Holy Spirit confirmed it. What about the apparition in 2009? Was this authentic? Yes, it was. What about the apparition in Sydney,
Wait,
in
the one in
Australia?
2009 was
Was this
authentic?
real? Yes, it was.
Wait,
The one
Coptic,
in
the one in
2005?
'09 was
Yes, it
authentic?
was. Yeah, the one in
Yes,
Asyut, the one in
subhanallah.
Al Aswan, yes, all of them are authentic. Ashobra, authentic. However, the one
Allahu
in
Akbar.
Zatoun is the one with empirical proof.
Hey, Mum, come on. Mum,
He said there's empirical
Haven't
proof.
I said, bro? Haven't I said like in Egypt, this
Yeah, like
happens a lot. People who say it's like Mary
Coptic.
appearing.
Listen carefully. Coptic, listen carefully. Who were the hundreds of Muslims who supposedly got baptized and converted after seeing these apparitions? Who are they? And what is your source? Please tell us. Go on, Coptic. Don't be shy. What were you saying, Yusuf?
Huh?
I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was saying like this happens a lot. Like like people claim in Egypt, like Mary appeared in different places, like different unknown places, just like Mary appeared, Mary appeared. Don't you know it's like Egypt is only one of the countries that this stuff happens in? Like why this doesn't happen in Libya? Why does it happen like in Syria? Why this doesn't happen in anywhere else?
Because
Why
the
Egypt?
Coptic Church is true. That's why, man. Come on, man.
They supposedly have apparitions all over the world.
We have, bro,
Out of all
every
these
region in
apparitions,
Egypt.
these are the ones that they can only try to defend. They cannot defend the other ones. And these ones are still poo-poo. Now, the problem is, and the reason why they don't want to come on, they're big guys, they don't want to come on, is because once they admit that, look, you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't say the Pope has to accept it, and there has to be plenty of witnesses. Because you guys were yapping about the mass attestation. You guys were saying it's so much that you can't possibly deny it. And Pope Shenouda himself literally says, if the Jamhur agree upon it, how can we ignore it? Now,
Omar. Christians are getting shubahat. Look, he said Aegon is the Marian apparition, undeniable, and can you guess any of Omar's points? Whoa. He's in the comments, he's in the audience, he's barking in the comments, but he's doing Aegon Medid on Discord. It's crazy. It's crazy.
what's Egan saying? He's just yapping.
He didn't reply. I don't think he replied.
He's just yapping. These are not even not even a quarter of what we have. We just want them to come on so we can break down their stupid little miracle one by one. One by one. Just shred it. Shred it one by one. Because it's fake. It's fake. Look at the one that happened in Warraq. Look at that. 2009. The bishops believed, they said that it was real. Now, sure, the Pope didn't say it was real, but that doesn't matter. You saying that it's a necessary condition for the Pope to affirm it is not an argument. That's not an argument. I can say, oh, it's a necessary condition for, let's say, I don't know, the Saudi prince to freaking affirm that it was something true. Like, dude, what the hell is that? If you have mass attestation, their whole point was what, everybody? Their whole point was, look, we have mass attestation. We have mass attestation to the point that how could you possibly say that all these people are either lying or just unreliable? Or you would have to say that there's mass hysteria. So now watch how we flip it on them. If you say, but the people did claim that they saw mass hysteria, and now you're an atheist, according to your own logic. So whether the Pope accepts it or not, you would have to appeal to mass hysteria. You would have to give some kind of reason, some kind of naturalistic explanation as to why they saw all of this. And they claimed the same stuff as they did in Zaytun. So when they try to be, little sophists to say, but the Pope didn't canonize it, ha 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 ha. That doesn't matter. Because now you're stuck in a dilemma. Now you have to claim, although these people are Christians, you're going to have to say it's the case that you're going to say that it was just mass hysteria. 2009 was just mass hysteria. That's it.
Yeah, there's no symmetry breaker basically between
There
like
is
a
no
logic.
symmetry breaker. The only symmetry breaker that they gave me is the fact that the Pope canonized it and the other one the Pope didn't. Wow. Wow, that's a symmetry breaker? That's really a symmetry breaker? The Pope canonized one and didn't for the other? That's a symmetry
Matter of
breaker?
fact, we have more proof for Warraq more than Zaytun actually, because like everything is recorded.
Yeah, and Warraq is everything is recorded. Everything is recorded. So we'll be opening the live tomorrow, inshallah. We have plenty more arguments. We want them to man up. We want them to come on the panel and bring the case that they have as to why this is true. Why this is a true miracle, that if you deny it, you're an atheist. That's a big claim to make. That if you deny it, you are an atheist. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to call this the Zaytun dilemma, guys. We're going to call this the Zaytun dilemma. That's what we're going to call this. I shouldn't even given them the stuff that I read earlier. I just want them to man up and try to defend it. Because the same individual that is glazing Dr. Travis disagrees with Dr. Travis's reasoning. Dr. Travis's reasoning is like, look, if you say that the government came up with this or the Coptic church came up with this and it was just some kind of hoax, then that's not the case because this and that. But one of their top so-called debaters on this disagrees. They actually say, no, I think that it still can be a hoax. So the guy that they are glazing, they disagree on a very fundamental point. Because if it is plausible that it is a hoax, and if there is an explanation as if that it is a hoax, we don't have to give you a reason why the light was there. We don't have to give you some kind of naturalistic explanation. Oh, look, the light is here because this and that. Oh, it was behind the church. We don't have to. What's the naturalistic explanation for this light? Can you tell me? Oh, if you can't tell me, I guess it's a miracle, guys. I guess it's automatically a miracle now. That's their reasoning. Embarrassing. You guys got baked. You guys got baked, and this is just the start. Yes, Coptic. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I told you. I already told you that in DMs. I told you. Okay. I told you. I literally will. Come on tomorrow, okay? Come on tomorrow, dude. I told you. I'm dead serious. I am dead serious.
Omar, someone's called Habib telling you to look at WhatsApp for some reason.
Oh, yeah, wait. Just a sec. I'm dead serious about it too, Coptic. I told you. I told you I will. All right, guys. All right, guys. What's going on? Since when in 2025 are Christians looking worse than Bigfoot believers? Why are Christians looking worse than Bigfoot believers? Bigfoot is more believable than this. What's going on? It is your profile pic. I thought it was funny. Bigfoot believers. But I'm going to be honest, Yoki, that live, they baked you. You tried to say it was Bigfoot, and then they said, okay, if there's more attestation than the Bigfoot, would you believe in it? And you said yes. You got baked. You got baked.
Yucky kills me.
I'm going to just keep it a buck. Because you were yapping saying, oh, these guys baked you and you're siding with the Christians. But you got cooked that live.
Yuki's trolling, bro.
Bigfoot, guys. Bigfoot. Bring me up? No, come tomorrow. Come tomorrow. I'm about to shut it, dude. My battery's low. I'm about to shut it. There is more evidence for Bigfoot. I'm telling you. Who's this guy? Yuki. Request. Request, buddy. I got a minute for you. This is hilarious. This is hilarious.
Like, show something. Bro, just unmute your mic if you want to speak.
Yes, how can I help you?
Y'all got mashed up hat, bro.
Who's this?
I'm Miyuki.
Are you a Christian?
You got mashed up hat, bro. This is a Muslim echo chamber.
Oh, do you wanna discuss?
No, I'm just saying y'all got Shubha hat. It's kind of funny.
Okay, if we got Shubuhat, let's discuss, and let's give you Shubuhat.
I don't. It's irrefutable, bro. You got Shubha
Okay,
hat.
so let's talk. If it's irrefutable, let's talk. Surely you.
I'm
if it's
only up
irrefutable-
here to say that y'all got Shubha hat.
Here, I'm gonna.
Mayuki, go ahead.
Muslim echo chamber. UK Salafi.
Mayuki, go ahead.
Okay,
Look,
so if
that's
it's
why
an echo
Mary,
chamber,
that's
here.
Christians are
Casper,
true.
wait, okay, I'll go ahead. Casper, have the UK Salafis got Shubha hat now?
Nobody has Shubahats.
The UK
This is
Salafis got Shubha hat.
My friend, this is laughable.
By
How
the
about you
way,
give your best case?
Wait, this guy sounds familiar. Is your name Zakaria?
Yeah, my name's Zakaria. Yeah.
Bro, this guy is just bro. Kick this guy.
Who's this guy?
No, don't kick me, brother.
Kick him, bro.
Who's this guy?
This guy, he's been Muslim and Christian like over 50 times. Like the Coptic
Oh,
community,
he's one of those.
they
Oh,
reject
damn.
him. The Muslim community, they reject him. He has mental issues, bro. Trust me, he's got mental issues.
Oh, damn, this guy. Poor guy.
He's got mental issues, bro.
Let's see what he wants to show.
He probably was gonna blaspheme as well. Like, I
Dude,
could feel it.
we already know this, dude. We already know this. This is the best you got?
Bro, my Murtad center is like so crazy, you know.
3 Muslim mechanics. I thought it was 1 mechanic and 1 Christian. Some accounts say 1 mechanic, 1 Christian. Some accounts say 2 workers. They don't mention if it's a Christian and Muslim. Bishop Gregorios just says that it was 2 mechanics or 2 workers. He doesn't say that it's 2 Muslims.
Almost going too much, bro. This is day 1, you know. Relax, bro. We got
Omar, pull up
we got 3 more days.
the Christian Qassis that converted to Islam who worked at the Zaytun church after the operation. Became Muslim.
I thought Umar was gonna close off the live. Wallah.
Yeah, Flood, what's up?
Yo, bro, I just got a question, bro. I'm Christian, right? But like, I'm doing my research and stuff. Wait, so like, did all the Christians that are like running this miracle argument, like, did they concede LPT or something? That's what I heard.
That's basically what they do. They just say, look, they're not going to say that it's a contradiction. They say that it's an apparent contradiction, and because it's an apparent contradiction, we have to hold to some kind of Mysterianism or quietism. And I can prove to you that there are Christians that are leaning towards quietism. They're leaning towards quietism because this right now is what is holding their faith together. Literally this unreliable nonsense is holding their faith together, and they're leaning towards quietism. So basically just trying to say, look, yeah, sure, the Trinity is unintelligible, it doesn't make sense, but it's real and we just don't know how.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of dumb, to be honest. But
Hey,
yeah, I'm just gonna do my research, bro. To be honest, that's all I wanted to ask, bro. I just wanted to see if that was true. That's
Fair
all.
enough.
No, all
you're
good, man.
humble.
You're welcome.
You're not coming here with all these
Come back
claims.
tomorrow. I'm going to open around the same time. I'm going to be open around the same time. We're going to get more arguments against this stuff because this is literally their faith right now. And if this is their faith right now, this is bad. I have people tell me that they'll literally leave Christianity. That's how bad it is. So, and it's because the textual corruption is too clear. It's because, no, Coptic, I'm not talking about you. It's because the textual criticism side is irrefutable. It's because the Trinity is unintelligible. It's because no matter what model of the Trinity that you take, it's either a contradiction, unintelligible, modalism, partialism, some kind of heresy, tritheism, and they concede to this. They said it in their live today, that it's unintelligible. That's a problem.
Kick this guy. Who's rising him, man? Kick him.
All right, bro. Yeah, that's all
What
I
happened
wanted.
a year ago?
Muki, you're a clown, dude.
Casper, why are you speaking about something that...
What do you mean something?
Whether it's a year ago or not, you're a clown, Mr. Flip Flop.
Literally mentally unstable. Wallah al-azim.
This made me leave Christianity. Hold on, the guy Christianity is false. He has 3 followers, 5 following. He said this made me leave Christianity. Is he reliable, guys, or not reliable?
Yeah, but that's all I had to ask, bro.
All good, man. Come back tomorrow.
Wait, Flood, is your name Troll, by the way? Is this Troll?
Nah.
Okay, you sound someone like someone I know. But yeah, it's good that you're humble. Do your research. You can speak tomorrow. Go ahead.
All right, God bless, bro.
Yeah. Later, man. Yeah, guys. Hey, man. Shubahat. King.
Instance, that's the funny thing about it. We don't reject testimony. That stuff is gonna have to be insurmountable or extensive, rather than us typically just supposing a naturalistic stance. But humans' critique is gonna be way more harsh, where he says no testimony can ever override any naturalistic explanation.
Look at the gospel of Christ. He said, "Host, are you serious? This miracle is holding some Christians' faith." Yes. Literally, this is what brought certain Christians back to Christianity to begin with. They left Christianity for this, to Islam, and this is holding their faith. There's Christians that, if not for this, they would literally apostate. This is the level that they're going to, because they know the Trinity cannot be reconciled. They know the corruption in their book cannot be reconciled. They know the historicity of the crucifixion cannot be reconciled. They know all of this. Yo, Crisis, what's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like, what is your official opinion on this, though? Like, your official statement.
Wait. Okay, don't worry about it. Right. Do you have an argument for this miracle?
It's fake.
No. Oh, I thought that's what you guys were talking about. No.
Yeah, you don't have an argument for the miracle?
We obviously believe.
No, I'm not a
it's
Christian.
fake. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a Christian, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
if
no,
you're
we
not a
believe
Christian, no problem.
It's a complete hoax. Right,
Crisis, you're not Christian, but like, how do you explain the light though? Like, surely if you can't explain it, it has to be supernatural, right?
Well, it could just be someone in the little temple right there shining a light.
Oh, but they cut the lights out, guys, for a 15-mile radius. Wow.
Yeah, supposedly all of the lights are cut off.
Yep.
Did battery charged lights not exist back then?
No, they did, but nobody's even gonna have to give that
Do you know
explanation.
like projectors even existed back then?
Oh, there's
Holograms.
witnesses that claim that it wasn't a projector. But there's
Crisis.
witnesses that claim that it
Let's
wasn't
make it
a
easy for you,
projector.
Crisis. Refute that picture. You know, in the hosts, the background, refute that picture right there. The
Yeah, if
apparition.
you can't respond
what
to
is
it, then it's real.
what is the number one response for like naturalists? Like, what do they say this is?
Well, the issue is, look, typically a naturalist has to give an explanation in the case that something is completely abnormal and there's like no real way to explicate or naturalistically explain this thing. For example, let's like give this case. There's two people that see a light, right? One person, he gives a typical response saying he hypothesizes it's more so going to be due to either a mirage or a reflection. And then the second person hypothesizes that this is going to be due to aliens in another galaxy indicating us of their existence. Both of these hypotheses, what is going to be more probable to you?
Well, it depends on your priors, right? If you have low priors, you're not gonna take the assumption that they're aliens or
Then
galactic creatures and things like that.
Okay, and why is that? Like, can you give like a certain reason as to why you would doubt that hypothesis rather than the former?
Well, if I was to say myself, if I was honest, I would just appeal to like the parts whole fallacy. But like that's just the way I think. Like if I haven't seen nothing like that or experienced something like that, then I have no reason to believe such things exist. I know that's fallacious, but that's just what my instincts tell me. You know.
No, that's fine. Like if we're just giving an inference hypothesis, right? We're gonna operate under things that we already function or use, right? If something comes, right, or where there's one explanation where we can give a typical naturalistic, response, and then the other is gonna carry a lot of baggage and is like completely bloated to the extent where we have to appeal to divine intervention. Obviously, we're gonna take the former, right? Because we already operate under, or majority of the inferences that we make day to day are gonna be based upon, naturalistic explanations. Nothing
Right.
miraculous, right? We don't just randomly invoke what's called, miracles. Like let's say,
Yeah.
let's give this case. Look, let's say your mother, right? She came to you one day, right? Obviously, yes, you believe generally your mother is a reliable person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say one day, right, she comes to you and then she says, I drove home, or what's the call from work, or I came home by a car. Like, what would you say? Like, would you accept this testimony from her?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then let's say now she comes and says, oh, I teleported home. Like, what's your stance? You would doubt this
Yeah,
testimony, right?
yeah.
And
I'm
the
gonna
reason
check
why
if
you're
she took
doubting
her
it is
medicine
because
that day.
exactly, right? You're gonna more so suppose that it's gonna be abnormal. Now, they're gonna attempt to explicate and say that this case isn't gonna be the same because it's gonna be mass attestation, and that's what I want them to come up and prove. I provide
Wait,
an
so
argument for it.
for you guys specifically, I'm guessing their angle is gonna be that they're just gonna do it to Quay, right?
No, that and also the fact that they're gonna say, okay, give a possible explanation, right? That all of the lights were turned off for a 15-mile radius. We have all of these mass attestation, different type of individual witnesses. We have these people attesting to miracles. Therefore, the best hypothesis is gonna be the fact that it was due to divine intervention, right? And any other explanation, even a naturalistic stance, is gonna be bloated. Therefore, we can reject it, and we're justified in our stance. I want them to come up again, since they've been going crazy on TikTok for the past few days with this type of explanation or argument. Come up and justify it. Right? Bring forth your evidence, bring your proofs, and then prove that this is going to be the best interpretation of this.
And you guys are doing this tomorrow at what time? The same time?
Yeah, we're going to be doing this for the next 2 days. The first day today, they're waiting to listen to all of our arguments. We've maybe given like 20 to 30% of the responses, right? But again, the issue is that they were going crazy about this, saying it's irrefutable, yet they didn't come up. There was in the beginning of this live, there was about 200 people here, right? They had an opportunity to push this miracle in front of 200 people, but they don't want to do it, right? So we're going to be hosting this live for the next 2 days. If those that are purporting this miracle are too cowardly to come up, it should be sufficient for the people witnessing it that they can't justify their stance, right?
Okay.
That's all that anybody can really assume.
Coptic, in one of your testimony videos, your boy is literally reading a script. Like, the guy was literally reading a
If I'm
script.
free tomorrow, I'll make sure.
Bro, these Coptics, man. Yeah, guys, 100 Muslims, hundreds of them got baptized. They accepted, the Coptic church and whatnot, and the apparitions and all this stuff. But like, where's the sources? Like, what's the source for that?
But look, the worst part about all of this, for the past 2 days, we've been looking into this, getting all of the evidence, bringing it forth. And then it's the case that they're not going to come up and argue for it. It's a complete waste of lie.
They might not even come tomorrow. Like, the best thing to do is just go on like a neutral platform, on Discord or something, group chat, and we just speak to them on there. I think that's the best solution. But I don't think they're gonna.
Well, I mean, we'll do that after, right? If they're
not gonna
don't
accept
come
that,
up the
though.
next 2 days. Well, I mean, that's upon them then. It's irrefutable, right? Okay, come up and push it, right? Come up and debate this and prove it to us that it's irrefutable and there's no.
Yeah. There's plenty more stuff that we're gonna bring, guys, in the next couple of days. But I think we'll just leave it at that, inshallah. Probably just leave it at that, and I'll shut it. We do want them to come on. Coptic, come tomorrow, okay? Dude, I can't right now, dude. Just come tomorrow. Coptic, come tomorrow. You already know what I told you. Come tomorrow, and we'll have a discussion. If your boys aren't man enough to actually discuss this, because they didn't actually. Okay, no, Yoki, because they didn't actually read as they claim. Because if they actually read as they claim, they wouldn't make blunders like saying, the physicist, whatever his name is, Johnson, stated that the photos are real. You wouldn't have blundered like that. Yes, I will be fair. If you actually read, you wouldn't have blundered. That was a big blunder. If you actually read what you claim to have read, you wouldn't have said that nonsense. So, yeah, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys later, inshallah. Rise.